Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the fifth episode of the Audi.com Fantasy Football Podcast. We're coming at you to give you live updates on what happened in week 4 of the NFL season. We're going to talk about what's been going on in our fantasy league developments, our matchups, what's happening next week, waiver wires that have been made, and what else is happening. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. All right, we can go ahead and just start by getting right into the matchups in the league. Let me go back to sleepers tweaking again. Uh, we'll go to week 4 to
That's
kind of go
fine.
over these matchups. Yeah, let's first look at my matchup against John. Yeah, I didn't do too hot. You kind of notice, hey, look, these players, they kind of all performed as expected, or like they performed decent. Cam, Bray, Mahomes, Devontae, Scatabo. But unfortunately, Mr. Malik Neighbors tore his ACL, non-contact injury. Hope he gets better. But he's going to be out for the season, and that kind of derailed me. Uh, Kind of mediocre performances from most of the other players. It wasn't terrible, but just wasn't enough to win. If Malik had like another 10 points, I would have scored 145, and that would have been an acceptable score, I suppose. But uh, probably still would not have beat John, who dropped 162. He came roaring back from his previous 2 games. Just a solid performance from his whole team. Nobody really underperformed except his tight end. And even that wasn't like that bad of a performance. What do you guys think?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
very
I think you
unlucky
nailed it right
for
on the head. Yeah,
lucky
you
for
nailed it right on
the
the head.
matchup to get, man. If you played like anyone else really in the league, you probably would have. Well, not anyone else, but like most of the people, you probably would have won.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yeah.
I was one off of the median too, so I also didn't beat the median, which is unfortunate. But I do think if Malik Neighbors was in, the median definitely would have been a lock, which is makes it a little bit more unfortunate. But that's okay.
Mm,
We roll with the punches. We keep going.
Mhm.
yep.
Fortunately, you've fallen to 1-7 though, so it must be feeling real.
It's okay. It's
Alright.
And
okay.
your backups are in. Your backups are in.
It's all right. It's all right. It's better to start bad and get good than start good and get bad.
True in a sense.
Mm.
Here's my matchup. And my team did pretty well. I think I was predicting like 142 or something, and I basically got around there. It's just Ollie's team had the performance of a lifetime. They just completely cooked me. Nothing I can do, really. No one I could have really started to even like try and save this. I basically just got cooked, and it's just very unfortunate. But you got some stuff that happens. JT got hosed though earlier. Like he had a touchdown, long touchdown run, and then the guy Adonai Mitchell, he had a holding call and he just wiped off like 13 points straight up from the game. It was very sad, but
Well, he wouldn't have gotten the touchdown if it wasn't for the hold. So
that's that's not true. You gotta have your trust. Yeah, he just got. I just got completely clobbered. Honestly, happens. I beat the median though, so I went 1-1 this week. So could be worse.
could be
And
worse.
I guess like some other things like Trey Benson and Bucky Irving. Trey Benson did get like pretty badly injured in this game. He like, messed up his knee, so he'll be out for a few weeks. Then Bucky Irving
Mm.
messed up his foot. He might be out for this
He's in
week.
a boot.
We'll see what
He's in a
happens.
boot.
Well, and he's in a boot, but then
He's
Todd
not
Bowles
playing
was
this.
like, "Oh, he's like day to day." Oh,
He's just giving you hope, bro. He's not playing.
Todd
He's
Bowles.
gonna he's gonna screw you over just like what's his face on the Steelers?
Mike Tomlin.
No, like what's the running back?
Oh, Jalen Warren.
Oh,
Jalen
Jalen
Warren.
Jalen
Jalen
Warren.
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 Jalen
Yeah, I
Warren.
still won that game. I didn't even. I just still won by a lot.
That's
This is the
crazy.
funny
Mm.
part. But yeah, we'll see what happens. If he doesn't play, he doesn't play.
Yeah.
We'll get to
You
the
think
next
Audi?
matchup.
You think Audie's gonna? You think Audie's gonna repeat that performance?
He could. He has good players, but I mean, it's kind of a statistical anomaly where all of your players pop off. It usually doesn't happen that often.
Yeah.
So
I definitely don't think
we
George Pickens is dropping 30 again.
Yeah, the problem with George Pickens is like once CeeDee Lamb is healthy again, which should be in a couple of weeks, like his
Yeah,
production's kind of
he's gonna.
cut in half. But yeah, it's
Yep.
chill.
Next, we got
Yeah,
Srihari versus Rohan. Uh, you know, this was also not a very close matchup. Mr. Rohan did not really perform well at all. He did have Lamar Jackson go out, which but he went out like late into the third quarter. He just did not have a good game, Lamar.
Yeah.
Like really like he was really carried by that one TD. He would have had I think like 4 points if not for that rushing TD, which is like not great, you know. And that was a
pretty
rushing
Yeah.
TD. Or no, it was a passing TD. Never
The
mind.
The
passing, let
passing.
me
It was
see.
passing.
Yeah, it was
It's kind of
passing.
unclear, honestly. Or yeah, I
Just
mean,
not
he
a
just
good
got
game.
completely cooked. It's not
Yeah.
it's a bad look for Rohan, honestly. To just have your team
Yeah.
drop under 100 points and like how many starters do we have? It's like 10 starters, right?
Yeah, he just got
Mm,
dominated.
he, he
And
And
probably
every
would
and
have
every
dropped.
eight
He
everybody
probably
was
would have had. He started the Ravens defense, which he would have had 100 if he started any other defense or any
I don't know
like
why she keeps starting.
stronger
They dropped like
defense.
-7 last week too. Like they've not been looking
Yeah.
very good at all.
he might be
It's like
stuck
a
in the
thing.
mindset of the Ravens 49ers Super Bowl that happened 10 years ago. It's possible.
And we'll see if he drops the defense for next week. If he drops
No,
the
he
defense
did
for
drop the
next week.
defense. I think he picked up the Browns or something.
But
Unless I'm
Shihari's team
Yeah,
wasn't
not
also
good.
that. Shihari's team also underperformed. He lost Ricky Pearsall.
oops.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't think his team's overperformed once this entire season.
Yeah, it performed once exactly and has underperformed like every other time. Pretty like big too. Pretty big underperformances.
Yeah, it's just like this week wasn't very interesting, honestly. Nothing was really close at all. It was very sad. Of excitement,
Yeah.
but good for the
We'll get to
fantasy
it
managers
now.
that won.
Yeah. Well, lo and behold, I won. I don't think anyone is surprised by this. I had some pretty underwhelming performances, but I also had the biggest performance of the week from one Mr. Nakua Puka, a 36 burger on Chiki's mama. Nothing he could do about that. I did lose Tyreek Hill for the season. Honestly, he might even retire, so I don't know what I'm going to do
Oh,
with
he's
him.
gone, dude.
He
No way.
pretty gruesome injury, multiple torn ligaments, dislocated knee. His ankle was like turned the other way. It was really unfortunate, but
Oh, sorry, I was just gonna say, like, I think someone else got that injury, like a dislocated knee. Can't remember who it was. I think it was a quarterback, and like he almost got like
mm,
his leg amputated. So, like,
mm,
it's a pretty serious injury.
yeah. So he
Oh,
fortunately he doesn't need any more surgeries. So like I guess balls in his court if he wants to come back, or at least with
He
the
he doesn't
fins.
need
But
any surgeries?
he only needed the one. He only needed the one. Like he doesn't
I
need
thought
any
you
more
said he
surgeries
needed
after that.
any. I was like, what are you talking about?
I said no. I said
that's
any more.
crazy.
I
You
said any
have
more.
like
No,
a
if he
skill.
if he didn't need any surgery, that would be crazy. But
I
no,
mean,
he needs surgery.
he just has the greatest ligaments
Yeah,
of all time.
yeah, for real. Or yeah, but yeah,
Great performance in the
lost
line.
Tyreek Hill. Yeah, shout out the Lions, bro. And I mean, we're playing the Bengals, so it's gonna be barbecue chicken again. So I should be fine. But yeah. Oh, I think I'm okay. Tyreek Hill's injury is not going to affect me too much. There's nothing to be said about Shiki V's team. It was, performed up to standard.
Not a single
I
good
guess Drake
performance
London.
except for
Well, no,
Drake
no,
London.
no.
Yeah, Drake,
The
right?
Drakes performed. The Drakes performed. The
Oh
Drakes
yeah,
performed.
those are good for. I mean, Drake. Yeah, I guess that's a good performance for Drake
The
made.
That's
Drake's
crazy.
performance.
Apparently,
Yeah,
Drake
I
made
mean,
like super efficient. So the Drake May pick might have been really good. It's just
unfortunately, he followed that up with JJ
But
McCarthy
also, he
2 picks
also made
after.
it maybe 3 rounds before he needed to make it. So
that's
Yeah.
also definitely true. But I
I
just
mean,
seen some
I
stats
guess
where
a
like he's
good.
like one of the most efficient passes in the league, especially on third down.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's a good building piece for him. He is going to be entering a rebuild sooner. Or later. We'll see if we'll see if it's sooner. We'll take a look at the waiver. But yeah, nothing crazy, nothing to report here. I did my thing.
There's
nice.
nothing very interesting this week. How about we go to the standings real quick?
Yep. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like basically a three-way tie for first place. Um,
But Your boy's number
Rishabh,
one.
Shahiri,
Your boy's
and
number one.
I are all 6-2 right now. Rishabh was a tiebreaker because he scored more points than us, but it's like all within like 14 points basically. So we'll see how long that goes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a flip-flop. It's gonna be like a tight race for one, which is really cool. Honestly,
Yeah.
kind of cool to see.
Yeah.
Like in all my fantasy years, I don't think it's ever really been the case. Then John is 4. He won this week. Hold up. Why is Audi 2 and 4?
He won, right?
Okay,
And he beat the
he
median.
won.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh no,
I
no, you're
think
right. That
sleeper is just like
doesn't make sense. Yeah.
okay. Sleeper just
Sleeper's
is like
No, no.
something wrong with
But
sleeper
he should
right
be
now,
four.
but
He should be
it should be 4 and 4.
what?
It should be 4 and
4 and
4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
John,
that would make him.
Audi, he'd be the 5 seed. I don't know what's wrong
Yeah,
with
he would be
sleeper right
fifth seed.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's.
And then Rohan's dropped to 6. He started off really hot, but he's kind of crashing down right now. And then we have unfortunately, our 2 bottom feeders, Chiki V, and then our fellow co-host Ankith.
Unfortunate,
Yeah.
unfortunate. It's okay. You know.
One's at the bottom because of external factors. One's at the bottom because of internal factors.
Oh, and it's just a spectacular team. Oh my god. Let's go to what's it called
You know, I do have the
transactions
most
again.
points against, which is kind of cool.
You have more than Audi?
Did you?
Oh,
Yeah.
you do.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that might be because that
Yeah.
might also be because it's the sleeper is broken right now.
Oh,
Because
his
he
hasn't
Yeah.
updated.
That's true. Yeah.
never mind.
Yeah. That
Audi,
could
Audi
be.
has more than you has 600. He has
Oh,
600 points again.
Mm.
Dude, well
Speaking
let's
of
just
that, did you
yeah,
want
I
to
don't
talk
know.
about your points versus projected?
oh yeah, yeah. You know, I think what we need in this league is more advanced statistics. I think like we see them in the NFL and like everybody loves them. They love like statistics and advanced statistics especially. And so I took, all of our projected versus actual points that we've scored over all of the weeks. And we can see a quick summary over here in this table that I'm sort of zooming into now. And I sort of ranked it by the difference. So like this is basically the order of what you could say is the unluckiest teams. So this is the projected points that Rohan had, 571 points, but he actually scored 478.36 points. And so he underperformed his projection by 92.6. And we say it's unluckiest. Like it's arguable whether it's luck or whether I would say for underperforming the projections is generally luck compared to like what happens versus what you can control in terms of like what actually happens versus the projection. Like it may not be like luck in the sense that like maybe they're just worse than the projections thought, and it's like not unlucky, they're just worse. But you couldn't have known better than that projection is the idea in terms of unluckiness. And then we sort of have the most lucky, you could say, or it could be just skill in terms of above being able to tell who's better, who the good players are beyond just a projection number. So after like it's like there's a little bit of interpretation, but Audi is at the top with 22.7. I'd say we have a couple of tiers here. You have me and Rohan very, very basically negligibly apart in terms of unluckiness. 92.96, 91.59, pretty much the same number. Close behind we have Srihari. And then sort of one tier below that, I'd say is Mr. Baloch and Mr. Schick, who are equal in terms of luckiness, but maybe not so equal in terms of the actual points scored if we take a look at that. And then we have Rishabh. Uh, and then in terms of our 2 luckiest teams, we have John and Audie. Overall, we haven't been very lucky as a group. We've been underperforming our projections by 380 points, which is kind of a lot if you think about it. But, I feel like generally you expect this to tend towards 0 as we add more and more weeks to the sample size. So it's just a stat we'll kind of keep track of. And maybe if you guys are interested or have any ideas on additional stats that we can track using the sleeper data that exists, we can sort of add that to any sort of suggestions you have. Leave it in the comments. Leave in the comments whether you thought this was interesting, not interesting. If you have a problem with the statistic, also leave it in the comments. Interested to hear your thoughts. What do you guys think?
Statistic though. I really do actually. interesting to see. Not exactly a perfect measure, but good to see that my team a little unlucky, not the most unlucky, but a little unlucky here and there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think you definitely cannot like one-to-one correlate this with like how good a team is. But it's like like sort of a different axis of measure that you can think about.
do you
Yeah.
think like these like Audie and John's like placements because of their two big over performances respectively? Like John dropped nearly 200 and Audie dropped 173.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like 4 weeks is probably like not enough of a sample size actually, if you think about it, right? Like four games is not
Yeah.
that many. So you probably want more games, and we could keep this going even as the years go on to see if anybody just gets astoundingly unlucky for like 2 years. That would be interesting, but
That'd be really funny to see.
Or maybe they just don't know which players to start. Maybe they
no,
just
this
give
this is
choosing
kind
the
of
wrong players.
that, right? Like because
Yeah, it's just
uh
like irrelevant.
yeah, like
Yeah.
this doesn't really have anything to do with what your skill of setting a lineup is. It's more like when you set your lineup and you get the projection, how many points do those players that you've
Oh
set
no no
actually
no no!
get?
I got it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it now. Yep,
And
you got
yeah, I feel like Shicker is gonna have a low score in this. I don't know why exactly, but I think he's just unlucky in fantasy in general. So, and
That's a
we'll see in
compliment.
a couple of years.
I'm surprised it's not the lowest score on the league though. I'm a little
It's just
surprised.
that
Not too
Unk's
surprised
team
actually.
gets injured during the game, so
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
fucked.
Not
All
too
these like
Yeah,
surprised.
he went from
I
0 points.
mostly just came up with this statistic as cope for myself, so I think that should be noted. But it was actually good to
Respect.
see that my cope was correct in some degree to some degree.
Mm,
W
yes.
Cove, W
Believe Cope.
Cove.
It's a statistically backed cope.
Mm. Cope with
Oh
reason.
man, Nate, you didn't just need to see all the players on your IR, man. All like 9 of them, I think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright, let's get to the transactions real quick because
We can talk
free
about
agents.
waivers since it's
Yeah,
We
yeah.
do
Let's
waivers
get
yeah.
to
first.
the
Nothing really that exciting. I think got too far. Oh yeah,
I guess
yeah.
you heard we got Woody Marks for free, but
Well, that was last week.
yeah.
Sure, he
Yeah.
Technically,
dropped
okay,
like
this
in
is
the game
this
while
is not in
propaganda.
order. This is not in order, which is the
Is
problem. No, I was first.
oh okay. I don't know why
Oh no,
Shuhei
no,
isn't
no,
ahead of
just
you.
kidding.
Man. That's
Did
weird.
Shrihari? No, yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't
Anyways,
know
I
why
went.
his is ahead, but you can go ahead and you got the steal the waiver wire, honestly.
Yeah, Kendre Miller, just like the talk of the town. He seems like he's on a upward trajectory. Seems like he's getting more and more carries each game, and Kamara's old. It seems like the Saints trust him. It seems like the Saints might trade Kamara if they don't trade him this season, they might trade him for next season. It seems like he's gonna be RB1 next season. He seems like he's a very good player. So just a good player to have to stash. See how he develops.
Yeah.
Maybe even there's like a chance that he could become very relevant even this season. So we'll see. Maybe it'll turn out. But I feel like with where my team is at, I need to swing for home runs. Not swing to bunt the ball. So
There's a
That
lot
was a
of
good pickup.
it's a very hot
I had put a
commodity.
claim on him too. I had put a claim on him too.
A hot
there's
commodity.
actually
There's like
four,
four people
four,
who
four
claim on
different
him.
claims on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It pays to
I'm kind of
suck.
surprised.
Yeah.
I thought it was yeah, I guess it does, yeah.
Yeah, another interesting one is Team Shiki V. He picked up Rashad White and dropped the huge trade piece in the trade from last week, James Conner.
James Conner.
Crazy
Interesting.
man, he dropped his boy James Conner. The
Yeah, he
Rocket
was
Boom
talking about
legend.
like all the motivation and all the support he would get from James Conner and IR. Only
He picked up
kind
Rashad
of
White. We'll
ridiculous.
see if Rashad even gets the chance to play like anything
Mm.
crazy. Really just depends on the
He
luck
probably
he comes
will. He probably will. Sorry to tell the Bucky Irving holders. He probably will.
Sean Tucker on top, honestly. And you can keep going. Nothing really that interesting. We got like Kicker also picked up Romeo Dobbs
Defenses.
after that two
Shiki got
touchdown game.
Romeo.
Darren Waller after the 2 touchdown game. He might be a little bit of a victim of the moment, but Just chill.
I don't think that's that bad of a pickup. I feel like it's not
Darren
necessarily.
Waller?
Yeah, I think the
Well,
logic is
well,
like the logic could be like Tyreek is out. He's realistically he's gonna be the second most targeted now. So
bro, you're already
No.
falling victim to the Darren Waller propaganda. That's how he always gets you in the mid-season of all time. Nothing spectacular, or he just gets
Nah.
hurt.
no, I think there's more logic than just the last game is all. Although I'm not sure that's what Shicky was thinking, but
No,
Yeah, there's a whole lot of like
got,
nonsense. I picked up Sean
yeah,
Tucker because of the
I got my
Ravens
boy
thing.
Chase McCollum.
I got the
And we can
Browns.
just keep going here. I think it's really just
Oh,
a
I like
whole
this
lot of
Isaiah Bond pickup for me actually. I think
No, I think he has potential. Yeah, his the
uh,
two wide receivers on top of him
Brees Hall
got
gets
injured.
injured,
So
dude. Brees Hall gets injured. Yeah. Oh, this is weird. Why does Chico draft Juwan Johnson?
oh, we'll get to that. I think we should talk about why
Joe
Brandon
Mixon
Ayuk got
gets dropped.
dropped. I think we should talk about why Brandon Ayuk got dropped. That was really
I
bizarre.
That's like interesting, but I mean, I was like reading Brandon Ayuk's thing. It's like they don't really know when he's coming back. It's kind of like a
Mm,
kind of thing right now. Although I don't know, you're dropping for Darius Slayton. It's a little weird. Oh, I picked up Demarcadero because of his face.
back.
Got injured. Trey Benson.
Rohan got a backup for
I mean,
Lamar, and
a
kicker.
lot of nothing really.
yeah.
And
Oh, I
It
thought
seems
of the
like kicker is still
reason
trying to play to
why
compete.
I dropped Braylon Allen. I was actually also thinking that about him as a handicap, but with where my team is right now, I don't think I have. I don't think I can be relying on handicaps. I need to swing. Swing for home runs and not play it safe.
Fair enough. Yeah,
Okay.
and I guess you're really behind, and your team is
I
cooked.
gotta catch up somehow. So
Mm,
I have to take more risks.
fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, makes sense.
Seems
And
like
this is all
BV is
nothing really,
also
but you got
subscribing to the
a
same mentality.
spectacular trade, man. What a
Amazing job from Schick. Really, I can't think of a better trade for him to make.
Juwan Johnson is scoring more points than Hunter Henry, and or about the same, I think, actually. And he just gets that first round pick, a second round pick for Montgomery, a good running back, and Chase Brown, who, let's say, he's doing bad right now, but you're rebuilding anyways. You just kind of punted as is. Your team looking horrible. Who really cares about how good he's playing this year? But next year when Joe Burrow's healthy, and he was a top 5 running back with Joe Burrow last year. What about that, dude? Oh man, so it's not been processed yet. I'm praying that people will come to the senses and veto this trade. We'll see what happens, but it's just a spectacular trade on Shikar Spart. It's really, really
I have to ask
spectacular.
you, Trev, how many times did you go back and forth with this? Is this who proposed this to who? And did you have to go back and forth? Tell us the story of this trade.
So before I get to that, I kind of want to tell my reasoning behind the trade. So
You know your
as I
reasoning
previously
behind it.
no. But this is for the people. This is for the people. Since we're on twitch.tv/MuscleMan5. Tyreek Hill went down, and I only have 4 running backs on my team total. So I wanted to build up some depth in the running back department. I noticed Shikker's tight ends were struggling. Well, by struggling I mean he had one bad game. Figured he could use a tight end.
Dude,
So I offered this
he's
trade.
getting over
I
10 a
offered,
game.
yeah, hey, I have the talking stick. Let me talk. But yeah, but, but yeah. So the initial trade was I proposed a trade first. This was this was during another trade Shicker was having with, I don't know who it was, but it was some pretty. He was negotiating like a terrorist. So and no, he wasn't negotiating like he was negotiating like a terrorist, like something about sharing toys and something. So I had initially offered Hunter Henry for David Montgomery, Chase Brown, partially as a joke, but with some like interest in seeing how it would go. He responded with David Montgomery and Chase Brown for Hunter Henry and Quinshon Judkins, which was, I immediately said no. because I have a lot of stock in Quinshon Judkins. I think he's gonna. So I took out Quinshon Judkins and offered some picks instead. Thinking he would maybe replace Hunter Henry for like Jake Ferguson or maybe even Brock Bowers. He instead retorted with this trade. So I accepted it in a heartbeat. I accepted it in a heartbeat. Like if that's what he wants, he'll get it. Whether it's fair or not, I think it benefits both parties in some ways. Maybe it might
That's
benefit
true.
one
That's
party
true.
more
He
than
has
the other.
three first-round picks in the 2027 draft now. Like,
Yeah, he has higher
probably
odds of
actually
landing
will pick
Jeremiah
one of those
Smith.
players if you think about it.
Yeah,
has
he has higher. And let's be completely honest, we saw how he drafted this year. He's going to need all three of those picks. Like, if we're going to keep it a $150, like
I
the
don't think it's
quarterback
a higher
picks.
chance. Or like, how many of those picks? Like, we're planning on doing a lottery, sort of, but like, not all these picks will be in the lottery. Like, some of these picks will not be in the lottery, so it won't improve his odds very much.
You never know with them. You never know with them. We for sure thought that Jamar Chase was going to be a first pick, and he picked Jahmyr Gibbs. Admittedly, in hindsight, was probably smart. I mean, yeah,
Oh, for the
but
season, yeah, I guess. But
yeah, in hindsight, of course, in hindsight, but like he probably is going to need all three of those picks. So
what a spectacular trade.
this was a pretty hot topic. I think you saw a little bit of it as Unkit scrolled up, but there was a lot of discussion being had about the balance of the trade. But overall, I think the majority of the has no problem with it, including Mr. Unkit himself. He switched sides after like a couple
He
of
doesn't have a
hours.
problem with it. He just knows that Rohan is like literally trolling. He's literally laughing as he's explaining his reasoning. Oh my god, dude.
I think this is just a great example of democracy in our league. And I think we should continue, using our democracy to show our sides and like show our support for people and push some
Yeah.
agendas forward. Like Shikker needs all the picks that he needs because his team is, he needs all the help they can get. Yeah, that's
What a
all I have to say.
spectacular trade, man. We'll probably trade away Jeremiah Smith next year for like another first round pick.
Who knows?
First round
Who knows?
pick and like Brenton Strange for Jeremiah Smith next year. The moment he doesn't drop
knows?
like 100 points in a game. Oh,
Yep.
All right. I think that's all of the moves that we needed to talk about that were interesting.
yeah, should we look
I
at
feel like
next week's
we
matchup real
talked.
quick?
Sorry. Oh yeah, let's talk a little bit about next week's matchups. Week 5, right? Yeah.
Already here, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, everything is pretty close for the most part. Like, yeah, Rishabh and Shriri, same.
Yeah, that's a big matchup
Should be,
for the first
it's like
seed.
a
For the
matchup for the
first
one
seed.
seed basically at this point.
Yeah,
Or
that's a
seed
big.
one of the
This is
matchups for
like
the
a
one
big
seed.
matchup. Could be a rivalry matchup. Could be a rivalry matchup.
That's
We
pretty
need to
close.
establish rivalries in this league. This could be the start of a
39
rivalry.
37, and then we'll see what happens. Should be interesting.
Yeah,
Shriri's got
Shrihari doesn't
Agree.
have Josh
contact
Jacobs
with,
playing this week, but it's still gonna be very
he
close.
hasn't
I feel.
pushed out his kicker yet? Oh, he did that already. Ooh, that should spice things up a little bit.
I'm not gonna
But
say
yeah,
anything. I'm not gonna say anything. But
should be an interesting
it should be
matchup.
an interesting
We'll see what
match
happens.
either way. I feel like this has potential to be the first like proper heavyweight bout. Like me and Unkith were supposed to have one, but he got the injury bug, like a really bad case of the injury bug, and it was Ramos. So this is exciting. Huge potential.
Yeah, let's go to the. I guess going bottom to top for. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, we got
This
this
is the
Travis
complete
Jacob matchup.
opposite
Oh
of
my.
exciting.
Oh wow.
This
He
is the
said his
complete
lineup.
opposite.
Yeah, he
I
set
don't
the
know what this
lineup.
guy's doing anymore. I'm taking more points in a 14-man league than he is
Well,
in a
He'll get 2 more.
8-man, two
Oh
flex
no,
league.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if this is what his lineup is supposed to be, but it's definitely not what the points say he should do. So his
Wow.
ads might go up a little bit.
Wait, if he's tanking, I might just like set his lineup for.
No,
Don't
I
let him
think
tank
I
all
think
the
I
loud
think he
plays.
might think this is the best possible lineup. I think he might think this is the best possible lineup.
I'll like give him the benefit. I'll like ask him tomorrow probably, or yeah, I guess tomorrow. What he is possibly thinking of this lineup, and then we'll see what happens. Well, I guess he's training with David Montgomery, so he can't play.
Yeah.
It's really just Mason and Vlad.
And he's
Oh,
not. He
and
doesn't
we
have any.
played
He's
this
not.
round. Okay, that makes sense. I see. Oh,
He's not fully
I'm
Vlad
pretty
playing
sure
and
this
Jai and
isn't him
Mason.
because he seems to think that Lad McConkey really just sucks and he's like never gonna score. So that
he's
seems to
trash.
be like a
QJ on
deep-seated
top.
belief.
Hopefully he never scores again, dude. I need my QJ stocks in a rise, bro.
Yeah.
I'm on the QJ
Yeah.
train right now. He's my WR1 in the league because Malik Neighbors got his ACL snatch, man. MetLife Stadium cursed him.
Darren
But
Waller
yeah,
is questionable. Oh boy, it's already starting.
dude, this is gonna be a blowout. I don't think Shakur is winning this. I don't think there's even a
Yeah, this is
possibility.
like the complete opposite. Like I said, complete opposite of me and Shrihari. It's gonna be just a complete snooze fest.
It's
And if
complete mess.
Rohan
That
loses, he genuinely
that's
should do the punishment. He should genuinely do a punishment for the game.
And then
Like
we got
I think we should
the
lock him in a room. Yeah.
uh, John idea. And then we got me and John pretty close. We'll see what happens. Bucky,
Here.
who knows what's happening with him right now, day to day. Hopefully he plays, but if he doesn't, I've got like what's his name? I guess I got Pollard in my back pocket or Demarcadero or RJ Harvey. Who knows? He plays well.
True. True. Could take a
Hopefully,
gamble on
hopefully.
RJ.
Played well last week. But yeah, and it's
He's
just kind of
projected. Projected to on sleeper. Okay. Okay.
it's I think it'll be a good matchup. We'll see how close it is, how not close it is.
Yeah, we'll
But
see
I
if
mean,
we get
like
the
we got
rise
some
of
people
John
in
or
the
the fall of
high.
John.
Yeah, his team's a little behind right now, but if Bucky's injured, we literally neck and neck basically. So that should be interesting to see what happens. Then we've got
Mm.
our final matchup, the top matchup. I don't know if we do it like this. I got out with this, Ankit.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty, I think relatively evenly matched matchup, also pretty close between me and Avi. Uh, Nothing too crazy except, yeah, I guess that the Cleveland defense is the only difference from my side. Oh, and Jalen Waddle is going in. Hopefully he'll do better now that Tyreek is gone. Rest in peace, Tyreek. Um, uh, Adi's got his players. They all have potential to pop off though. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown has a very high ceiling.
Oh, he's
So
gonna pop off.
and,
Biggest
and
one.
and I wouldn't be upset if Adi beat me with a 40-point Amon-Ra St. Brown performance. That's okay. That's fine. That's how it goes.
Yeah,
Uh,
but like pretty close matchups besides one, which is the
yeah.
tragedy of a team. So
I'm surprised you're still still keeping it close with all your injuries on Kith.
Oh yeah. I've been hitting the waiver wires. I've
how,
been. Yeah.
how many people are
I
injured on
I
your
don't
team
have
right now?
many points on my bench, but
Can we count
what'd you
this?
say?
Can we count how many injuries you have right now? So you have DJ
Yeah.
McCarthy, 1, Joe Burrow, 2, Tyrone Tracy, 3,
Or she was
She
Rasheed
suspended.
Rice
Rice
out.
suspended.
Only before the Rasheed Rice is out. Like Neighbors 5,
Neighbors. CD Lamb
Uh,
CeeDee Lamb
6.
6.
and I
Don't you have
dropped.
George Kittle too?
Oh yeah, he's just not.
Yeah.
He's not.
Seven.
You have
Seven.
Yeah.
7 injuries on your team. That's like a third of your players are
And
basically
these were
unable to play
all
right now.
a good amount of these, except JJ McCarthy, were starters. So
Mm.
that's
Man,
fire.
insane
I
odds.
think this is how you know. I think this is how you know you draft a quality team where your backups keeping it close.
I'd like to think so. But
Spectacular.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, should be interesting. We'll see what happens this week.
Mm.
How about we get to the do power rankings first, I guess?
Yeah, we'll do the
Yeah.
power rankings. Let's get into it. Can you guys see this?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
Yes.
So week 4 power rankings. We asked everyone. Shiggy last again. Well, we did.
Not last in the standings, but I feel like people are reading a little bit
Weakest
past
team.
this.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he just got lucky one game. He's like, "Oh, my team awakened," and then tanked, and now it's even worse. We have our resident doctor, I guess, hospital man,
A resident,
with
no
his
resident.
yes,
I think this is
injury
relatively
chief.
deserved. It's okay. I
Patient
feel like
squad.
we're getting a little unlucky, but we'll see. We only have up to look from here.
You only go
Mm,
slow down, Once you hit a rock bottom, you can only go
that-
up.
Exactly,
mm,
exactly,
that's a good mentality.
Uh,
It's a good mentality.
exactly.
Yeah, and once your team gets healthy, it should be interesting.
Should be better.
Yeah.
I
We
feel
got
like
Rohan.
Yeah.
not everyone's season ending, so
Yeah. You'll get Joe
Elam
Burrow back at some
come
point.
back. Elam will come back, I should say.
yeah, a few weeks.
Joe Burrow will come back too. He's only on 3 months.
Next year, dude. Not this year.
Yeah.
Then we got
Might come back
Team
December,
Rohan.
but I don't know if I want to play him.
No,
Dude, nobody comes back in December. That'd be crazy. Okay, now we got
see.
Team Rohan Demi. Get a backslide. He dropped 2 spots, and he dropped under 100 points. What do you really expect when that happened?
Injuries as well. Injuries as well. No Lamar
That's
Jackson.
true. Yeah, Lamar's
No
out.
Lamar
That's
Jackson.
a really big injury, so it kind of tanks his
Yeah, that's
odds as well.
huge. He did pick up Justin Fields, so we'll see if he can repeat his performance against the Finns. But
Yeah.
that Lamar Jackson injury is pretty big.
True. Now we've got John. Yeah, first week. I think he hasn't changed. His standing's still the same. He seems good. Seems really good, but it's just it's not very consistent. Is the
Very
thing.
volatile, yeah.
Like that. I feel like fifth is probably where he should be. Like right now, because he's 4-4, and his team got a lot of points in that week 1, and then completely created in the next 2 weeks, and then now it's recovered. But like
Yeah.
people still remember those
He
2
started the
weeks where he
right
dropped like
players.
110 points. So
We'll
yeah,
see if he keeps starting the right players. We'll see if he keeps starting the right players.
I think he still has Derrick Henry benched, which is interesting. And
I mean, it worked out for him.
to the 4th right now, so we got our boy Adi. He's on the up and up. He
Big
was
jump.
6th last time. Now he's
Big
4th.
jump.
Big jump. Great performance by him. His team is looking like the Najee Harris injury. Morgan Hampton's really come online. Things are looking on the up and up for him. If any injuries happen, he's completely cooked because he has no bench depth at all. He's He's probably worse than Ankit right now because Ankit has 9 players out, with 7 players out.
Yeah.
But like it's still like he still has a very good team. It's just like he hasn't been very consistent. I think like that
We'll
week
also
1,
see
he
how
picked up points.
how his team fares when
Nothing
CeeDee
was
Lamb comes
consistent.
back as
Now,
well.
True with George Pickens.
Yeah.
oh yeah, true. Like he probably won't be dropping 35 points again this season.
But as of right now, he's very hot.
Yeah, he's a hot team. And now we had a tie for second. Very unlucky. It was I couldn't really decide who to put ahead of the other. Really, it was kind of what do you
We
call it?
had the same amount of votes by the community.
Same amount of votes, and like the panel, like we couldn't really decide who to put ahead of the other. Like, teams are pretty close in
Yeah.
terms of quality. Like we both suffered
Yeah.
some injuries. Bishops and
Yeah.
Dooley are probably worse in the long run. Like Bucky will be back in a week, probably at worst. Benson will be back this season. Tyreek Hill's gone for the entire season, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty close for the most part. We're both second, both very good teams. We're both trying to go for the 1 seed. But Bishop went up 1. I'd say the same. And
Yes.
now I can go to number 1 here. Same team, Shuhi's team. They're very good. Staying on top. Christian McCaffrey,
Yes.
the beast. Josh Jacobs had a great performance last week. Absolutely wonderful. He didn't beat the median, surprisingly enough, but that's why
He
we're
did
all
enough.
tied for.
Shout out RJ Harvey. Shout out
Shout out
J.K.
RJ
Dobbins.
Harvey. Shout out all my boys on my team that kept me above the median. That's why it's
Shout out the
308.
49ers strength and conditioning coach for, coming up with the most diabolical programs and getting their players.
There's only word about Christian McCaffrey and no one else. But yeah, power rankings,
Yeah.
not much has changed. 2 people swapped, and Rishabh went up 1 spot. Otherwise, it's kind of like that's set in stone right now, at least seemingly.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the week 4 superlatives to sort of wrap this up. We have the Trust Me, I Know Football Award.
With Jerry Jones Award.
Jerry Jones Award, Mr. Chicky V, bro. I think we already talked about
What a
this.
team.
Yeah, not much to say.
You know, he finally lost. He finally lost. He finally lost. He finally lost, bro. It was a long time coming. He could not keep getting away with this, and finally, Heisenberg was found dead. G14 went down. Oh my god.
Yeah, still at one
Oh
on
my
one this
god.
week, dude. It could be worse.
Yeah, his
The
team
other
did
team dropped
perform.
like
It was
180
Could
points.
be worse
yeah,
for sure,
it was
yeah.
unfortunate for him that Team Ade went off. But if it was bound to happen, it finally happened.
I still won 1-1, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Big baller alert, Mr. Ade. Speaking of, as you saw, he jumped 2 spots in the power rankings, and I believe he's a very viable contender for the championship. We'll see. Again, we'll see how his momentum carries on. With CeeDee Lamb coming back, and barring any injuries. As of right now, he's looking very, very good,
Like a big baller.
like a big baller. On the other side of that
Looking for
spectrum,
explanation here, but
the other side of that
so
spectrum,
Team Shicker after the Shicker after week 3, he was like his team, he won, he beat the median, he's super high on everything, and he's like, oh, what do you call it? My team's
my
finally
team awoke.
awoken, and we saw last week he got completely trounced, and
Took
now
a
his team
little
looks like it's
1-2.
really, really in the dumps.
Yep.
So yeah,
He has been invited to the sleepover with Mr. McGregor and some other boxers.
now. And
In
now we're missing
memoriam
all the players who got injured.
that were on our starting lineups. Malik, Tariq, Trey Benson, Bucky Irving, Lamar Jackson, Baker Mayfield, Nico Collins, Ricky Pearsall, Chuba Hubbard, Debo Samuel, and Brock Bowers, and Juwan Johnson. We will be sending the healing lights toward them and hoping for speedy recoveries for all players. Amen.
RIP.
Amen and amen.
And
You Are My Sunshine Award. Again, like repeating from last week, there was only one person going to go. Mr. Puka dropped the most points this week, and what gave me really set the tone for my wide receiver core this season. I am only hoping that he continues. He's looking like an offensive player of the year candidate. Obviously he's going to lose it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Not biased at all, but yeah, Puka, very strong performances so far. We'll see if he continues
Yeah.
into this
Yeah,
must
he's been
win for
great.
me.
And no one else could really have it. Like no one saved any matchups this week, so giving it to the highest
No.
scorer seems reasonable
Yeah.
enough to me.
Yeah. Plus, he's been watching some LeBron highlights during halftime.
Now the
It's even more
Rage
fitting.
Highlights beginning the game. Oh,
Rage baiters of the week. Two. There were two. I'm going to start with Blake Corum because I know Heather has a lot to say about Adonai Mitchell. But Blake Corum, I have Kyron Williams on my team, and I feel like every time Blake Corum killed, he was taking touches from Kyron Williams. It was not. I feel like Kyron Williams could have so much more points if Blake Corum wasn't killing drives with his lackluster play. But that's all I have to say about Blake Corum. I'll let Heather talk about Adonai.
well, Adonai Mitchell, man. What less could I say about you, honestly, man? You completely trolled me this week. Oh my god. Josh, so at some point, all these and I matchup were like wise. Was actually like pretty close. He was a little ahead of me, but this touchdown would have put me ahead. So Jonathan Taylor, he runs 50 yards, he scores a touchdown, and there is a what do you call it? He's holding. It's called back. I think he does this again, or like he does something that also cooks the Colts again, and
He
cooks me.
fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line.
He fumbled the ball through
And
the
also
end
too,
zone.
that was early in the game.
But
That
that
was also
doesn't.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
he's
14
getting benched
points.
after this wonderful
14 points
performance.
lost.
Oh man, 14 points
He got-
lost.
he-
He cost them 14 points. And he cost me like 14 points too. It wouldn't have
He got
mattered
like
in the
8
end, but
PPR points though. If you had him on that play.
Yeah, he did get a casual 8.6.
Not bad.
Could have been
I
like
hate it.
could have been
Casual. These hate
14.6. Could have been 14.6 if he held on to the.
Oh my god. Dude, if he just not held, if he just not cooked me, it would have been so nice. But he just
If he
had to
held onto
ruin.
that football,
If
if
he
he held
just
onto
not
that football, we
held,
could be seeing him on Team Shiki V. Just
JT would
saying.
have gotten tackled.
Oh man, he completely
All right,
cooked me.
The
and
old
our
man.
old man award. This one, goes to J.K. Dobbins. This one's more just, one of our boys. Like Shrihari has J.K. Dobbins, and Hatter has R.J. Harvey, and I have R.J. Harvey in the. So we're giving them a hard time about J.K. Losing touches,
Oh
hopefully, to
man.
R.J. Harvey. This old man award is going to go to J.K. Dobbins because I want him phased out of the offense and let R.J. Harvey take over.
Oh man, dude, this is so funny, dude. He's talking about, oh, I've never wanted someone to fill more as a football player than I have with RJ Harvey, which is crazy to say. Like, sure, I might want RJ Harvey to like become a starter eventually, but I don't really have such a negative opinion of J.K. Dobbins. Like, I just don't really care about him like that. It's really funny to see that message. But yeah. I was actually I did not know who was gonna have this award. I hadn't read this. I don't think the slide was completed when I had last read this, so this is a good surprise.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, J.K. Dobbins. We'll see what happens. Yeah, hopefully he
Yeah.
doesn't get injured again. But he's
Yeah.
definitely injury prone, which is very
That
sad.
list, that memoriam list was pretty large. We don't want to add any more to it.
That was just this week too, which is crazy.
Yeah, that was just this week.
All right. I think that's going to wrap it up for our episode this week. Thank you guys all for listening. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. Just to let us know that you made it to the end of the video, comment J.K. Dobbins in the comments. It'll make sure you're happy that that J.K. Dobbins is getting support, and he'll stop getting ganged up on by Baloch and Rishabh. So just make sure to comment J.K. Dobbins. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, to keep getting updates from us. We're gonna keep uploading, take you through the weeks of the season, and the weeks of the next season, and the weeks of the next season after that, until one of us dies, and then we'll figure out what happens from there. But for the next 80 years,
I like
mm,
our captain,
yeah,
our defendant.
yeah, yeah.
So one of the managers get put on that in memoriam list.
How we're writing this into our wills, but all right, cool. Thank you guys. See you later.
Bye-bye.